No doubt NBA players do have a lot of money, with an average salary of a player at $6.6 million. But unfortunately, the high salary and rolling popularity of NBA players do not necessarily merit strong attention to physical appearance, particularly their teeth. Sometimes they forget to fix small details, and teeth are one of them. In this video, we'll list the 20 NBA players with the worst sets of teeth in NBA history. Without any further delay, let's get into it. Our first mention will be Anthony Davis. Anthony Marshawn Davis Jr. has done a lot in his 24 years as a professional basketball player. Along with his impressive stats, his unibrow is another thing that stands out, but not his teeth, especially his lower teeth, which are horribly lined up. Even though his teeth don't affect how he plays, crooked teeth can affect how he bites. They may also cause cavities and other dental problems that can hurt his health more than help it. Next is Kent Bazemore. Kent Bazemore Jr. is a shooting guard for the Atlanta Hawks. In his 5-year career, he has played in more than 360 regular season games. And unfortunately, Bazemore is on our list of NBA players with bad teeth. His front teeth are missing in the middle. Also, his top teeth are too far in front of his bottom teeth. Ever wondered what Stephen Curry spends his money on? I bet his teeth won't be in his list. Curry is one of the NBA players who makes the most money, but he seems to have spent his salary on things other than his teeth. Curry has a strange habit of chewing on his mouth guard while standing at the free throw line. He does this because he seems to play better without the mouth guard. He also has a space between his upper central incisors. Even though his bottom teeth look crooked, he may also need help from an orthodontist. Joshua Childress? Of course he made the list. Joshua Malik Childress left the NBA and is now a pro basketball player for the Adelaide 36ers, an Australian team. But Childress is on our list because of his 391 regular season games and 7 playoff games in the NBA. We can see that Childress's teeth have changed since 2004, when he was picked 6th overall and had a gummy smile. But the NBL player might want to work on the space between his lower front teeth some more. Next is Nerlens Noel. Not only does Noel play for the Dallas Mavericks, but he also has something new with his teeth. The power forward's teeth look better than they did when he first joined the NBA. Back then, he had a gap, and his upper front teeth were slightly pushed forward. He seems to have had braces on his teeth since 2015, which is why he has nicer teeth now. Wait, Mike Conley? He made the list too. Michael Alex Conley Jr. has been a point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies since the NBA picked him in 2007. Conley Jr. is dedicated not only to his team and his stats, but also to his gapped teeth, which is a very good thing. He might want to think about getting braces to close the space between his teeth. He might also think about getting his teeth whitened while he's at the dentist. Next up, Russell Westbrook. Westbrook is known for his sense of style, his love of design, and his drive to get better at what he does. I'm busy worrying about what I can do to get better. I just don't have time to worry about what other people are doing, he told the men's magazine GQ. But his self-improvement doesn't seem to work with his teeth gap and uneven lower teeth. Why not try to fix them? But it's likely that Westbrook doesn't care. Let's talk about Andre Drummond. There is really something about NBA players and gapped teeth. Andre Drummond was once a member of the NBA's Teeth Gap Club. Drummond has dental braces to close the gap in his teeth, while other players just don't care about theirs. In an interview with the men's magazine GQ, he said that he had always wanted to do something about his gap and that he did it for his own mental health. And Jonas Valanciunas. I don't know if a tooth gap has anything to do with how well someone does in court. Still, that's why I'm starting to think. I've lost track of how many players on our list have a gap between their upper central incisors. But we're adding Jonas Valanciunas, another NBA player, to the list. Next up, James Harden. The shooting guard for the Houston Rockets is known both on and off the court for his beard, which he began growing in 2009. The media have called him things like the Bearded One, Beard God, and the Beard because of his well-known beard. Thank goodness he has a beard. People don't notice how bad his teeth are. Harden and Anthony Davis were always on the list of NBA players with the worst teeth because both of their upper and lower teeth were out of place. Harden decided to fix his teeth in 2016. Even though his teeth are better now, it's too soon to say that he has good teeth. teeth. Our next mention is Joakim Noah. It's not surprising that Joakim Noah is on the list. Because of his gap, Noah has always been on the list of NBA players with the worst teeth, just like Harden. The difference between Harden and Noah is that Noah doesn't seem to be getting his gap fixed. Even though he has a gap between his front teeth, Noah has done very well as a professional basketball player since the Chicago Bulls pulled him in the 2007 NBA draft. Next up, Nikola Vucevic. Everything seems to be going well for Vucevic, especially since he won against the New York Knicks. But if you look at the 7-foot player more closely, especially his bottom teeth, you'll see that he's not what he seems. The Orlando Magic center looks like he is missing a tooth, but it turns out that his teeth aren't even. What about the case of Hassan Whiteside? Though I like how he has played this season, averaging 16.5 points per game, 12 rebounds per game, and 0.7 assists per game, I also need to point out that he needs to work on his oral appearance. Whiteside made our list because his front teeth are too far forward, and his bottom teeth aren't even. Next player on our list is Green Draymond. In October of 2017, Green smiled wide for a photo shoot with GQ magazine while showing off his pearly white teeth. If that's the case, why was his name on this list? Well, he used to have crooked bottom teeth. I give him credit for fixing his tooth problem before he joined the NBA by wearing braces while he was at Michigan State, but Green didn't seem to be good at wearing his retainers. This probably explains why his lower teeth looked like they needed more orthodontic work during his pre-draft interview in 2012. Jeff Teague, also worth mentioning. Teague has averaged 12.6 points per game in 610 regular season games. The 2017-18 season shows that the 29-year-old player keeps moving forward and keeping his feet moving to help the Timberwolves win. But Teague may need to have something pushed back, like his upper teeth, which stick out. Next up, Jabari Parker. Jabari Parker may not play in the 2017-18 season because he tore his anterior cruciate ligament, ACL, but he is on our list of NBA players who need dental work. While I wish him quick recovery from his injury and a great rest of the season, I also want to see better teeth on the bottom. His lower central incisors are further back than his other incisors. Also, his gums may look cute when he smiles, but studies show that showing too much gum is neither attractive nor good for oral health. Next is Isaiah Thomas. He is the point guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers, whose first game with Cleveland was pushed back because of a hip injury he got in 2016. Aside from his hip injury, Thomas was hit in the front teeth during Game 1 of the Eastern Conference semifinals against the Washington Wizards. The injury was bad enough that it needed a lot of oral surgery and a temporary bridge made of 4 pieces. The next player in our list is Ben Simmons. I'm not sure if a gap is fashionable in the NBA. However, another player is sporting a space between his upper central incisors. Philadelphia 76ers point guard Ben Simmons, although not as big as Joakim Noah's. Benjamin David was also the second player in league history to have 2 triple-doubles in his first 9 games. Wallace Rasheed also made the list. Rasheed Abdul-Sheed Wallace of Philadelphia made our list of NBA players with terrible teeth, despite retiring from the league after 16 seasons. To Wallace's credit, his teeth have improved over the years, going from stained, crooked, and gappy to whiter. However, he still has gaps between his teeth. Wrapping it up, we have Andrew Wiggins. Wiggins may be one of the Wolves' most important players, and he has worked hard to get better at defense. But the young basketball star might also want to get rid of the space between his upper central incisors to improve his smile. He might also try orthodontics to move his teeth back a bit. That concludes today's video. If you found the video helpful, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to share the video with your friends and family. See you next time.